Hi, I'm James and welcome to Get Teducated. In our last episode, we caught up with Daniel from Leica and he took us through the new Leica T-Series camera. Today, Daniel's here to give us some information on the current Leica M series rangefinders. Let's take a look. Hi Daniel, thanks for being back on Get Teducated.
Thanks James, it's great to be here.
Now today you're taking us through the classic Leica M series. What can you tell us about the history here?
Well, the Leica M cameras are the direct successors from the Leica screw mount cameras, which ran from around 1925 to 1954. In 1954, they combined the rangefinder and the viewfinder and created a new word for that, which is mesusha, and that is where the M comes from. The M3 was the first camera, and you'll notice that these share a lot of similar aspects to the original M3.
Right, and they are a very nice looking camera. Is there any theory behind the design here?
We got lucky in that form followed function. So they are very good looking cameras, but they are cut down to the essential in terms of which features and aesthetic elements are required for a rangefinder camera.
Okay. Speaking of, what kind of features do these offer?
Well, we've been able to introduce some very new features on the M camera, the M Type 240, which is our current flagship. It has a 24 megapixel CMOS sensor developed in partnership with Simosis, who are a Belgian company. It has full HD video, it has live view, it has a very, very good high ISO performance, up to around 3200 or 6400 in a pinch. And as with all of the M cameras, it is fully manual focus. We do also have the M monochrome, which is an 18 megapixel black and white only CCD sensor. So it's, to my knowledge, the only production camera that is fully black and white in a full frame configuration. The great thing about shooting in black and white is you get rid of the color filters. And in doing so, the sensor is much more sensitive to light. So high ISO is really fantastic, and it's the closest thing you can get to traditional black and white silver-based photography.
Right, and speaking of color, we saw some great stylish cases for the T-Series last time. Are there similar sort of cases and accessories available for the M series?
Yes, they are slightly more traditional in styling. We have the leather protector cases, which are a half case. We also have the what we call ever-ready cases, which fully cover the camera with a lens. For the new M, in conjunction with some of the newer features, we can offer, for the first time in the M system, an electronic viewfinder, a multifunction hand grip, which has an integrated GPS and SCA flash ports, and also an AC adapter for those who are mostly based in a studio. With the M monochrome and all of the M cameras, there is also a non-electronic grip available. And with any lens wider than a 28mm, it is advisable to use an auxiliary optical viewfinder. With the M, you can always use live view or the electronic viewfinder in those cases.
Excellent, that was fantastic. Thanks very much for that, Daniel. We'll see you next time.
Thanks, James.
Wow, what a beautiful camera the M9 is. Products like these are why TEDs have been proud Leica partners for over 40 years. Join me next time for when we take a look at the range of lenses available for these cameras. In the meantime, join with TEDs on Facebook or come in store and see myself or any of our expert staff for all of your camera advice. There's not much that we don't know to help you capture life.